Joining us, Flora Atieno is our sign language interpreter. Tonight, yet another government project has been thrown by the wayside by the courts for lack of transparency. The proposed deal to lease the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport to Indian firm Adani Holdings for 30 years has been halted by the High Court in a petition filed by the Law Society of Kenya and the Kenya Human Rights Commission. This latest contestation now puts in limbo the implementation of deals shrouded in mystery and that has sparked public outrage. Zainab Ismail begins our broadcast.
This ruling by the High Court has halted the implementation of the lease agreement in the midst of ongoing public debate and intense scrutiny over the proposed takeover of Jomo Kenyatta International Airport by India's Adani Group. The court has granted prayers of the Law Society of Kenya and the Kenya Human Rights Commission in seeking a judicial review of the deal, further halting any implementation or further action on the Adani proposal until the court has heard and decided on the matter. In their application, LSK and KHRC argue that the privatization deal would grant Adani control of the airport for 30 years at the burden of Kenyans. They assert that Kenya can independently raise the 238 billion Kenya shillings needed to expand the airport without leasing the national asset for that period of time. LSK and KHRC also argue that the deal threatens job losses, exposes the public disproportionately to fiscal risk, and offers no value for money to the taxpayer. The application further says that leasing a strategic and profitable national airport to a private entity is irrational under Article 47 of the Constitution and violates the principles of good governance, accountability, transparency, and prudent and responsible use of public money under Articles 10 and 201. Additionally, the petition argues that after the 30-year lease period, Adani will retain an 18% equity stake in JKIA's aeronautical business indefinitely, entitling the company to a concession fee starting at 6 billion shillings with a 10% increase every 5 years. An arrangement, they argue, violates Article 201C of the Constitution, which mandates that the benefits and burdens of resource use must be shared equitably across generations. But amid the piling pressure, the government continues to defend the deal on the refurbishment and expansion of JKIA, saying it presents an avenue to develop the airport. But it has sparked protests from different quarters, including the Kenya Aviation Workers Union members who are employed by the KAA. The court has set the matter for mention on the 8th of October 2024 with a view of securing a judgment date. The latest development once again throwing the proposed deal into disarray and risking the loss of billions of shillings into what yet remains a closely guarded contract. Zainab Ismail, NTV.